So with Thanksgiving coming up, I've been thinking a lot about like gratitude and mainly the role that gratitude plays on my neural chemistry. You know, if you just are simply thinking grateful thoughts, it can make your midbrain tegmentum like produce serotonin and dopamine. And then that in turn affects your hypothalamus and your adrenal and hormonal systems and just makes you like a more relaxed and like happy person. So, anyways, I was like, well, I should do a gratitude journal to like reap these benefits. So, I want to just share with you some things that I'm grateful for. So, obviously, if you watch my channel, you know how grateful I am for Soren Kierkegaard. Not only do I think his like philosophical framings about existentialism have been like unbelievably influential in my life personally, I kind of think that he's like shaped our modern society as a whole by influencing other greats like T.S. Eliot, who then influence, individuals. And it's just like a ripple working outwards. And I think that, he just is able to describe like this inner turmoil that we all experience and put it in very relatable terms, where something that is so personally agonizing then becomes something that we can relate to each other to over. I'm also grateful to Barbara McClintock. You know, she discovered transposon or like jumping genes or like, like the genes that start on one chromosome and then like move to another location. And, it's just amazing because at first her work wasn't seen as particularly relevant, especially because she was discovering like the genetic makeup of maize. But later it was discovered that these like jumping genes could make up to 40% of the human genome. So actually she's accumulating like a wealth of data to help us better understand ourselves and like hopefully gather research to help combat like disease and stuff like that. Um oh my god, I am so grateful for pointillism. Like, it's just such a cool metaphor because every individual stroke has carries no meaning on its own, right? But then in context to like the millions and millions of other strokes, it makes like a beautiful like painting. And I think that's just such a cool like symbolic thing of like us in society, where you as an individual might not be able to acknowledge your own worth, but in context with society, like you can create amazing things. And then like the other thing too is just the fact that it originally started as like mocking impressionism, and then evolved into its own valid art form is pretty significant and interesting. And then also too, just like the representation of like the relationship between art and like our perception, because pointillism wouldn't work if our brain wasn't able to fill in the missing gaps to form the picture. So I just think it's such a like fascinating exploration of like on both a scientific and like metaphorical level of like who we are as humans. And then the last thing that I'm really grateful for is that I'm having an amazing hair day. I hope that you're as grateful for this video as I am. And I hope that your brains are full of serotonin and dopamine too, like mine. And I hope that you have a really happy Thanksgiving. Bye.